Today, we're going to dive into a document that was literally forged in the fire of revolution. And we're not just talking about some new laws here. This text completely redefined what it even means to have human rights.
Yeah, it's true. This wasn't something cooked up in a quiet library or a stuffy university. No way. It was born from a period of just massive, society-shaking upheaval. This whole declaration came right out of the chaos, and honestly, its core ideas, they still define our world today.
And what was that upheaval? Well, it was the French Revolution. See, for centuries, the French monarchy had absolute, unquestionable power. But this moment, wow, it didn't just challenge that power, it completely shattered it. We're talking about a total, even violent rejection of a system that had been running for 1,000 years.
So right from the ashes of that old system, this foundational text appears. In August of 1789, France's National Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. Now, you can definitely see the influence of the American Declaration of Independence from just a decade earlier. But this one, it kind of went even further. It wasn't just another law on the books. It was basically a philosophical blueprint for a whole new, radical society.
And this is where it gets really incredible, right? The fundamental shift in power here is just huge. For centuries, the logic was super simple. Power comes from the king, and it flows down to the people. This declaration, it flipped that completely on its head. Suddenly, sovereignty, the actual right to rule, wasn't coming from some king anymore. Nope, it came from the nation, from the people themselves.
And this right here, this is the philosophical heart of the whole thing. This one powerful sentence just swept away an entire system of aristocracy and privilege. The idea was simple but revolutionary. Your rights aren't some gift handed down by a ruler. They're yours from the moment you're born, period.
Okay, so building on that core idea, the Declaration lays out the essential pillars for this new society. And honestly, these are rights we pretty much take for granted today, right? You've got liberty, the freedom to do your thing as long as you don't harm others, the right to own property, the right to security and safety, and, this one's huge, the right to resist oppression. These weren't just, suggestions. They were now fundamental, non-negotiable rights for every single citizen.
But let's be real. Ideas this powerful, they were never going to stay just in France. They lit a spark that was about to spread like wildfire across the entire globe.
I mean, its principles literally became the blueprint for tons of modern constitutions. They sparked human rights movements for generations. Think about it, from Europe to Latin America and way beyond, this one French document became a global touchstone for freedom. You can still hear the echo of 1789 in the language of rights used by democracies all over the world today. It's wild.
So that leaves us with a final question for you to think about. When you consider your own freedoms, the rights you have today, how many of them can you trace right back to this one revolutionary moment from over 200 years ago? It's something to chew on, isn't it?
What a powerful legacy from such a turbulent time. This is Ganga Education, bringing legal history to life. If you want to understand more about the big ideas that shape our world, make sure you subscribe.